Sanjay Swarup, CMD of Container Corporation, is now joining us to talk more about numbers and the way forward. Swarup, let's talk about the first quarter numbers then. You have seen a 20% thereabout kind of a margin level. It has been much higher in the past. Talk to us about what was it one-off, what led to margin pressure this time, and can you go back to 24-25% during this new fiscal?
Yeah, actually margin level was a bit strained because of the busy season surcharge that was imposed by railways from 1st of October. But we hope to recover during the year because the geopolitical constraints that were present for EXIM traffic have more or less stabilized. The circuit from China to USA for container movement was a bit overloaded, but that has also eased now, and we are seeing lot of container movement now for on the India Western world circuit, and apart from that there is a good availability of containers, and vessels are also coming, and there is a softening of ocean freight also. So we expect a good business in EXIM for the remaining part of the year. Apart from that, domestic demand is also very robust, and in the first quarter of this financial year, we clocked around 15% growth in domestic, which is back to back to 25% that we had last financial year. And we hope to maintain this and even increase this because we are taking a lot of initiatives both in EXIM as well as in domestic streams.
Okay. So, Mr. Swarup, are you saying that your domestic volumes are also going to be maintained at 20% kind of levels for FY25, the guidance that you had earlier set out?
Yes, we are very, very optimistic that we will be able to maintain 20%. We may even exceed that because we have taken a few initiatives in domestic stream like transportation of bulk cement in containers, which has got a lot of potential in our country. We are procuring tank containers for transportation of bulk cement, and we have talked to cement industry. They are very, very upbeat, and in fact we have a lot of demand. They are waiting for the arrival of tank containers, which we will be procuring very soon and deploying for the benefit of trade. Apart from that, we are working on various circuits in domestic, in which we will be bringing down the running of empty containers. So that will further add to our margins. So domestic has got a lot of potential in our country, and the company is well poised to take on that benefit.
You give us some numbers, because even the markets are quite enthused about the potential of bulk cement via tank containers as well. What is the kind of revenue potential that you've penciled in for the full year?
Actually, I will not be able to give you any number now, but what I can tell you is that from Q3 we can expect a lot of traction on this particular movement, because we are at present procuring 500 containers in the initial go for this tank containers for bulk cement movement, and after that we will be coming up with a tender for procurement of more containers. So we are working out the numbers. At the moment it will not be possible for me to give you the revenue and tonnage, but I'm sure that in this financial year we will be able to get lot of movement on this particular type of traffic.
Mr. Swarup, we understand that the government is actually going forward and coming up with a new shipping policy, and we understand that a part of that policy would be to ensure that container traffic could actually happen along the entire coastline better. In fact, it goes on to say about domestic container manufacturing as well. So is there an angle where container movement could actually, the volume boost could come your way as well? Anything you heard around that?
Actually, I'm glad to inform you that my company CONCOR has been a pioneer in vendor development of under Atmanirbhar Bharat of policy of Government of India, in which we have developed various vendors for container manufacturing in our country. So we have given orders for 19,000 containers. Out of that, around 10,000 odd we have already received, and they are all manufactured in our country. They are being manufactured by various companies, and now the ecosystem is very well developed, and we are getting a good supply of containers. In fact, my domestic fleet of containers is now stands at 47,000 containers, which is a very, very healthy fleet, I should say, to meet the demand of domestic traffic. And I am getting almost 800 to 900 containers every month from under Atmanirbhar Bharat, from the Indian manufacturers. So that way, actually, already we are getting a good supply of containers. As far as your second part of question is concerned, coastal shipping is a very important, mode of transport which we are looking at, and it's definitely it's a eco-friendly mode of transport also. So we have signed an MOU with Shipping Corporation of India for coastal movement primarily from Western India to South India, and even from South India to east side. So we are working with closely with the SCI, and very soon we will be starting that movement also.
One more quick follow-up from my side, Swarup. This is very good to know. In fact, we'll have a longer discussion with you around this in particular. All of us are talking about, at least this market portion always says when is CONCOR divestment happening, this, that, but this time clarity has emerged. But we understand that apart from divestment, there's another great triggers in your company, which is government along with the management is taking some measures to improve the efficiencies very meaningfully in the next 2 to 3 years and get size and scale coming in. So one is either divested or are themselves the owners can make it big and large, which is the government of India along with the current management. What are those levers at your company where size and scale and big efficiency improvement can be achieved?
Yeah, actually, my company is already, working like a big corporate sector. We are a very lean and thin organization. The staff cost of my company is only 5% of the total revenue, which compares very well with any private industry or even a government industry. And our policies are very, very, centered toward the customer. We are not very rigid. We follow a certain set of rules, certain guidelines within which we are flexible as per the demand of our customers. So we are very, very professionally run company, and we are constantly taking various steps for the efficiency of my company. I will be glad to inform you that 3 years back we carried out a big administrative restructuring of my company. From a 3-tier structure, we made it 2-tier structure. So that resulted in very good efficiency, and a lot of cost saving was also done. Of course, I will be able to elaborate further in my next, whenever we meet. Time is short now. So that was the administrative exercise which has vastly improved the efficiency of our company, and during the COVID time, it proved to be very, very beneficial for us.
Mr. Swarup, you're pegged on to such mega expansion and such big plans of value addition. I'm sure it's a sizable capex as well that you must have lined up.
Yeah, actually for this financial year, we have planned a capex of 610 crore rupees. Out of that, in Q1, we have already spent 156 crore rupees. Then after the half of the year is over, that is after Q2, we will be again reviewing the capex requirement, and if required, we will further increase our budget of capex. So this year in Q1, we have spent quite a good amount, and we are continuously procuring containers, we are procuring rail wagons, we are expanding our terminals. So all round, we are developing for the benefit of the trade.
Right. Okay, Sanjay, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us today.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.